What's up, everybody? We are back for another video, for another review. This one's going to be a new movie review we watched on Prime this week. We watched The Wrecking Crew with Batista and Jason Momoa. And the basic plot is their father, because they're estranged brothers. Batista is a Navy diver, and Jason Momoa is a cop. Their father is killed, though it's made to look like an accident. He gets ran over, and that's actually how the film starts. And yeah, and then basically we're introduced to our characters. Batista is doing Tai Chi in the pool because he's a Navy like instructor, right?
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I think he was a frog man. I'm not sure though, but it was kind of funny to
Yeah,
see Batista do that, like in the pool. It was like
that
all
was pretty
zen,
funny.
and everyone else
Yeah,
like all freaking out. They can't breathe. He just gets out. And he's like, "You guys are a bunch of pussies." He gets out and like belittles them and shit like that. Then his sergeant
yeah,
comes over or whoever or whatever, like some high ranking military official from the Navy. I don't know what they call them, but tells him, "Hey, I need to talk to you in my office." Blah blah. Goes to his office. Yeah, your dad died. So they want you to go to
yeah,
the morgue and they want you to identify the body. He identifies the body. Uh, Batista then goes home to his wife and kids, and he's about to do a barbecue, which is kind of weird. You just came from the morgue, but you're going to do a barbecue after seeing a dead
yeah. It
corpse.
was a weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
transition.
was
That was a
kind of.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, transitional scene. That was kind of weird, but yeah. But like, he goes home. Like you can tell, Batista is pretty much like a very family man. Like loves his kids, loves his wife, and
hmm
takes care of him, provides for him, stuff like that. And his wife's like, "Did you call your brother Johnny?" He's like, "Nah, Johnny's got bigger fish to fry. He ain't worried about about the funeral and all that stuff." And she gets kind of pissy, and she's like, "He should know." And he's like,
yeah.
"Well, he thinks she's still there, but she's not at all. She just disappeared." He turns around. He's like, "Fuck." So I think he
Fuck.
knew that. Like, I think he knew that he was like she was gonna call him, right?
Yeah,
So that happens, and
and then we cut to Johnny, who's a
Oklahoma,
cop
in Oklahoma,
in
of all places,
Oklahoma,
Oklahoma.
where he's trying to, I guess, go talk to his girlfriend,
Yeah,
Morena Baccarin. I'll be honest, I do not remember her actual name in the movie,
same.
but she's leaving because I think he forgot her birthday. Is that what it was?
Yeah, kind of like that ordeal, like he forgets everything type of thing, right? Like trope.
Yeah, yeah. And then she drives off, and he's like, "I'm so horny."
Yeah. So the best part of this movie, one of the best parts about the come up, but I thought this scene was kind of funny because he pulls up driving his motorcycle. I think it was an old Indian head or Indian motorcycle, and he just pulls up and she's packing her stuff, and he's like, "What? Why are you packing your car for? We have mice, we have bugs. Well, what's going on?" Blah blah. So no, I'm leaving you because you always forget about me, and your job's more important than me. Blah 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 blah. He's trying to baby talk her, kind of like sweet talker, like oh
hmm
baby and all that stuff. And um, the best part to me is when he starts speaking Spanish. He's like, "Oh, mi amor," and all that stuff. Blah 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 blah. And all of a sudden, she's like, "Oh, I can't stay mad at you." Gives him a big wet one, then slaps him and says, "I'm not Mexican, you fucking idiot. I'm Portuguese." And he's just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's right. I always forget about that." It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they had a good dynamic, even just from the little bit we saw. And I
Yeah.
was into the movie at this point, very much, pretty much.
Yeah. And then, she gets in the car and then all of a sudden she does like a total peel out. Like she just totally like peeled
Yeah,
out of the driveway.
professional,
Like
almost
it
very
looked like
professional.
a scene of Fast and Furious. Am I right? Like it looked like something like Dom would
Yeah,
do, like in the scene. She peels
yeah.
out, she's hauling ass, and he's like, looks like, "Don't leave me." And he's like, "God, I'm so horny." It's
God, I'm
like,
so horny. It's so a good one.
like what the fuck?
So I think he's like passed out, right? Like we kind
Yeah,
of
so we
cut
get
to
a
him
shot
passed
of him
out
like laying
drunk.
on the couch. Yeah, laying on the couch. His ass cheeks are showing. I
Yeah,
didn't
because
even.
he's in a towel. He's in a
Yeah,
towel,
yeah,
somehow perfectly wrapped while he's laying down. I guess he took a shower, started
yeah,
drinking, and just passed out.
yeah. And
And
then Batista's wife calls. I
yeah,
can't remember. I can't not remember Batista's character's name. Was it John? That wasn't Johnny. Johnny was Jason Momoa.
oh,
But
I'll look really quick.
yeah,
I can
I
look real
can't remember
quick.
his name. Was it something? But anyways, his wife calls him and tells him the whole spiel, like your dad died. Blah blah. I think you should come to the funeral. And
It's
he's like,
James. It's
James,
James.
James. and he's over there just like kind of like in a drunken stupor. He don't know what's really going on. Like he's there, but he's not really, I guess, computing what she's saying and stuff like that. And he's like, "Yeah, I don't care." All of a sudden, he takes the phone to the bathroom and he's talking to her while he's taking a piss.
Yeah,
And
he
all,
starts pissing. Yeah.
yeah, and then she's like, "Well, he sent you a package," and he's like, "I didn't get no package." Blah 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 blah. And all of a sudden, I think what do they call him, Trey?
The
The
Yakuza. The
yeah,
Yakuza show up
yeah, they
and
show
we
up
get
and
a
attack him.
really funny
Yeah,
scene, like really good back and forth because they put like one of them puts like the sword, I think, on his throat or
yeah,
knife. It was one of the two,
yeah.
and we get a he does the we do get a lot of dick jokes, I will say, in this movie. A
Okay,
lot of
so before we move on, this scene is like it's a mixed bag. It's some really good, some really shit, and some
and
really
really,
gay.
really fucking gay because he starts
Really
doing
gay.
like he does
Really
like
fucking gay.
helicopter. He says helicopter. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah. So Momoa's like, oh, he's like, you guys are gonna finish pissing, blah blah. And he's like, no, we're not gonna, quit. We're not gonna let you finish pissing. Tell us where the package is. And he's like, I didn't get no package. And he's like, yeah, you did. Where is it? Blah blah. He's like, I don't know. I don't have a package besides the one in my crotch. It's like, what the fuck? And all of a
Yeah,
sudden, like, he pushes the guy off with the sword to his throat, pushes it, like, legit pushes him, then stares at him, and he's looking at his dick and looking at his, like, "Huh, no wonder why you're mad." I'm like, "What the fuck is
what the
this?"
fuck? Yeah, there's a lot of dick jokes, and it gets
Yeah,
to. If it was like one or two, cool. There's a
yeah,
lot of them. Like, I'll just jump ahead really quick. There's a
yeah,
scene later where they get a hard drive, and it's like shaped like a dick. Not kidding you.
yeah,
It's shaped
yeah,
like it. I think that's where I was like, okay. Can we stop with the dick jokes now? Like, come
yeah. It
on.
was basically it was a thumb drive, but it was basically a dick drive. It's like, oh
Yeah, and
fuck,
it was like colored like one. It was like,
yeah. It was
why?
very, yeah, it was very skin tone, like
Yeah,
Caucasian genitalia, right?
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so they have a fight in the bathroom, and Jason Momoa, he goes ham on these scenes, man.
Yeah, dude. Some of these fucking choreography, and unfortunately the choreography drops after this, but just for
Yeah,
this scene, is
yeah,
really he like grabs a dude and like slams his face on like a post. It's like,
yeah,
god damn.
yeah. It was like I've never seen like I've never had a scene like a house like that before. Like it's like I can't even really describe it. It kind of looks like a banister, like a banister type of glass gimmick thing in
Yeah.
the house. It's really weird. I've never seen the house like that, but like smashes the glass in there, gets the guy, and legit just like takes his neck and head and like slices his throat like a cheese grater on the shards of glass and kills the dude. It was really badass and cool. I'm like legit. This is like one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie. Legit, because that fight scene was badass.
Yeah,
Um,
he like fucks all three of them up. Like, it's really well done. And he
yeah,
likes drinking during them too. He like there's this part where he goes to the refrigerator
yeah.
and he like grabs beer while he beats these guys up.
Then he takes a break and then starts doing the helicopter with his genitalia. I was like,
Yeah,
okay, this is where it kind of got gay, like really
yeah,
big time gay.
yeah. It was during the fight scene. I'm like, oh my god, this is
Yeah.
ruining the.
And then like one of the guys saw like the picture of his mom. His mother's passed away too, and he's like, "Don't touch, don't touch the picture of my mom." Blah blah blah. The guy goes in there and just breaks the what you call it?
The photo, like
Yeah, the photo with I'm trying to think what the cases thing, what do they call it? But anyways, he breaks it, and the album, photo album. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, so he breaks that, and all of a sudden, Momoa gives a really gay ass like little girl scream. That's the best way you can describe it. Spears the guy, and then gets a cheese grater and just slices and dices this dude up.
yeah, it was. I was not expecting this movie to be this violent. I'm gonna be
No,
honest, going in.
like legit, that fight scene could have been like a rated R. Like it would have felt like in a John Wick, or maybe a Equalizer movie.
We
Honestly,
watched Expendables 1, I think, the day before this, and it was like
yeah,
it was that level of action.
yeah, violence, just straight up gore. I was like, I wasn't expecting this in a PG-13 movie. Like I wasn't
No,
expecting
I
this at
was
all.
not expecting this movie to go this ham.
No, but Yeah, so that happens. So Moa gets on a plane, of course, does the whole I'm coming to Hawaii, blah blah for the funeral. Uh there's a lot of people in here too, like Tamara Morris is in here, the one who plays Boba Fett in Star Wars. I was surprised to see
Yeah,
him in the movie.
the actor who
Um,
voices Bill Dauterive, who's also in like
yeah.
Office Space. He's like the guy with the glasses. He's like kind of weird. He's that guy. He's also in it. He plays like a Hawaii detective who gives him the job, kind of, or not gives him the job, but gives like the information to him. But because it turns into a buddy cop film for a little bit. Well, you get the scene where they arrive in Hawaii, or Momoa does, and you get obviously kind of like the gag if they don't like each other, and um, they end up start fighting. Well, not fighting, but like arguing throughout the movie,
Yeah,
or
the
at the
very
start of
like
it.
it kind of gives you like a mixture between like Lethal Weapon vibes a little bit. Like, first you're like, yeah, I don't care about you. You don't like me, I don't like you type of deal. But like at the end or in the middle, they finally get together, like, all right, let's stop. Let's put all the bullshit in the past. In the words of Bad Boys, let's take this shit and bury it in the ocean. Right.
Yeah,
So that's what pretty much they do. So they kind of put their differences aside. But there's a scene that Batista goes in there to a I guess you can say adult store. I guess you can say that, right?
yeah, we'll call it an
Yeah.
adult story. Yeah,
Yeah, so he goes to an adult store and he wants the video footage. Like he's offering to pay money for it. It's like, I'll give you like $200, $400, blah blah. He keeps on going up. And he's like, yeah, this money's not good enough. We're not gonna get, let you have our footage. He's like, well, I don't want the footage. This is for the damages. And there's a guy in the cash register. He's wearing like these nipple like gimmicks on his tits,
yeah,
like the chain.
nipple piercings,
Yeah.
chain thing. Yeah,
And Batista goes in there and grabs it, and I assume his nipples were taken off. They were pulled off because the way
yeah,
that he like forcibly did that there's no way that guy's got nipples again. He's fucked. All right, he's
yeah.
done. So so there's that. The next scene we see Jason Momoa go to his dad's. What was his dad's name? Doug, right?
Doug. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
His
Yeah,
dad's name was Doug, so he goes to his dad's hotel, or not hotel, but it was like apartment slash office type of deal. He's trying to look for clues, like saying, maybe he got like a letter or something like that. He hears someone at the door. He goes in there and hides, and it's Ned from the Spider-Man trilogy movies from with Tom Holland. I don't know the guy's name in real life, but it's Ned. Um, the-
his name's Pika or Pika in the movie, or Pika. I'll say Pika. That sounds right.
yeah, it sounds kind of Pika. Yeah, Pika sounds like a Pikachu character, so I don't think it's Pika. I could be wrong, but
Yeah.
yeah. So he goes in there and finds out. And he's chasing the kid. All of a sudden, he goes over there. Like this kid's like legit. Like he's pretty big. Like he's a big hefty Samoan. Like
Yeah, he's
he's
a
not.
hefty dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's not skinny at all. And it seemed like he's doing like parkour shit. And he's like, he tells Momoa is like still looking up at Momoa. He gets on the ground. He's like, "Fuck you," and gives him the suck it chop. And all of a sudden, Momoa looks at him. It's like, "Fuck you, skinny Jackie Chan." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, they're just they'll just say random funny lines. That's why
Yeah.
it's like I'm like, this is dumb, but it's
Yeah.
good because there are some good lines in the movie, some
Yeah.
genuinely good one-liners.
And then all of a sudden, you see the kid Ned. I'm just gonna call him Ned because I can't remember the character's name in this movie. I just know him from Spider Man. He's running, he's fumbling and stumbling. He's like, "Oh, I gotta get away!" All of a sudden, Jason Momoa pulls up and hits this fucker with an inside-out clothesline, and he does
Yeah,
a 450 flip. Like he just
yeah,
totally just leveled this kid.
he sold the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Like,
And like when he got done doing it, like he did like the Tai Chi like karate move, like Raging Tiger or Crouching Tiger, whatever it's freaking called, the stance, like with the
yeah.
hand. I was dying when he did that shit. He's like, "Get up, fat fuck." He's just like,
And
he didn't care.
then he basically forces him to give him information, and then essentially he kind of becomes the sidekick.
Yeah,
Taika, I guess I'll call him.
yeah, and
Becomes
like
the
he
sidekick.
broke the kid's nose, by the way, too. This kid's nose
Yeah.
just it's broke, and he's like, "Ow, ow, ow, fuck." He's like, "Fuck you, fuck you." I was like, "What?"
And
He's trying to get
then
information from him.
Momoa breaks it back into place, basically.
Yeah, he's like, "Here, hold still." He's like, he screams out in pain. He's like, "Yeah, you're welcome. That's free of charge." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
And then
So that
and
happens. So they go back to Doug's uh, apartment, office, whatever, and Batista shows up. Batista comes in with guns ablazing. So is Momoa. They both, they both like have guns on each other. Pica is over there just shitting bricks over there, and he's freaking out. And Batista's like, he mentioned the Adams family. What do you say, Uncle Fester?
Uncle Fester, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, who's this Uncle Fester? Fuck. He's like, fuck you, skinny ass bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? So
Yeah.
he's like, I'm here looking for clues. Johnny does, Jason Momoa, and he's like, I'm looking for clues. He's like, here, you might want to use this. And Batista pulls out the dick thumb drive, and of course they had to insert the thumb drive in the PC, right?
Yeah.
I think it was like some important documents for a casino. I think it was right.
Something like that. Yeah.
Permits or something like that. Like they're all dirty, of course. So, and the best part about Pica, I think he's a caterer. He's a guy who works for a catering company, but somehow he knew Doug. I think he was like a friend of him or something like that.
Yeah.
So they go to some big
Man.
up to do, like rich, uppity, hoity-toity, like
party.
Yeah.
And this is where we actually get our first shot of the, I guess, the spoiler, secondary villain. With, let me look up what this fucker's name was in the movie.
Well, before you get that, Trey,
Robichaud. That's what his name was. Robichaud.
So, plus there was that one scene too. They show up and he's like, Pica's like looking for him. He's like, where are you guys at? Blah blah. He's like, we were trying to find the place. And said, plus we look stupid. They're both wearing the same outfit as Pica's wearing. It's like a orange Hawaiian shirt. Pants.
Yeah.
Just like
you really saw this in the trailer. I think this was in the trailers. Yeah.
Looks very Magnum PI-ish, right? Honestly, if you don't know, it looks like Lethal Lightning, he would wear something like that. But anyways, that happens, and all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah, try to blend in." He's like, "You guys look like Dwayne Johnson had sex with something, and like it came out, you two fucking asshole or something like that." And they both just pimp smack the shit out of his back of his head. Just
and then basically they separate. At this point.
Trying to look for clues, trying to see if anyone knows anybody, right? Type of deal.
And Batista runs into, in my opinion, this is the gayest looking Yakuza member. He had like earrings, very feminine looking.
Yeah.
So I think Batista took his card because he's posing as like, I think a dishwasher.
Yeah, he's cleaning the dishes, like type of deal. And like the guy's like, I need a plate, and he has the plate, and he's chopping up Coca-Cola, ladies and gentlemen, up into his nose.
Yeah. If you know what we're actually talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Booger sugar. But anyway.
Booger sugar. Good old booger sugar. But yeah, he does that. Batista takes the card. I guess to get like fingerprints.
To memorize. I think to memorize.
Or memorize the number. Yeah.
Type of deal.
While this is happening, Momoa, Johnny, is talking to, I guess, Robichaud's wife. Who we find out that Doug was actually working for her because she wanted some kind of blackmail on Robichaud because she was divorcing him.
Right. Which is her husband. So there's that. Momoa's like, yeah. She's like, can we talk? It's not safe to be here. Can we talk tomorrow in my apartment or hotel room, whatever the case may be, right? He's like, yeah, we'll talk then, blah, blah. So all of a sudden the henchmen show up and they found out who they were. Somehow they found out who these two were. Somehow. I don't know how, but they did. And he's just pretty much just like talking slide shit, you know what I mean? Type of deal. Like, that he's not admitting to anything, but he's also not denying anything in the process.
Yeah, he's trying to play. He's like, he's the bad guy, but he's still trying to play it off like plausible deniability.
Yeah, it's like,
even though if you notice on that table, and that's when Batista points it out, you see two fingers. I think there's a scene earlier where you see him. He's coming off. He's like these Yakuza fucks, and his hands all covered in blood. So I'm assuming he must have been coming. He either was torturing somebody or he had just killed somebody.
Yeah,
one of the two.
Yeah. So that was
talked to him, and Momoa basically from jumped in like the dude basically just straight up said, "No, you killed Doug." Basically, just straight up.
Yeah.
And I think
Momoa's playing with a World War II grenade.
Yeah,
like nothing. Like he's just like tossing up like a baseball and shit. He's like, yeah. Well, yeah, what about that? And he's like, would you stop doing that? It's a World War II, grenade. It can go off any second. He's like, ah, gotcha. And just like slams it down as hard as he could. Like he didn't care if it went off. Like Batista's like, you fucking idiot. Can you just shut the fuck up? Like he was getting, you can tell by his body language, like this guy's an idiot, right?
Yeah. So I think after this, they kind of just regroup, but then we get to the next day, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the next day,
Yeah.
Momoa is going to the hotel room
Yes.
to that girl's house or whatever, and he shows up. And it's a scene from Lethal Weapon 1. If anyone knows what we're talking about, Lethal Weapon, how the woman quote unquote jumped out of the window and landed on a vehicle, right?
They did that here. You don't see her jump though, but it's
Right. No.
insinuated that
She was already
someone.
already gone before he showed
Yeah.
up, right?
I'm assuming somebody threw her. That's what we're assuming.
Oh, yeah.
Once
So
he
that
finds
happened.
out, he confronts or he tries to confront RoboShop. We get a decent little action scene where Johnny shows up at his house, beats up his like guards.
Yeah. There was one guy, and we were watching this movie with our friend Calman too when we were watching this movie. But I swear to God, Calman said, "Oh look, it's John Cena." 2 seconds later, Jason Momoa speaks up and says, it's Fat John
That's
Cena."
John Cena.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
we get that one liner.
What the fuck? Like that was a weird coincidence. Like Calman didn't say fat, but still, it was like kind of a weird coincidence. A weird scenario. It's like, what the fuck? Like, did you write the script when you were drunk? He's like, I don't know, maybe, bro. I don't know. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? But we see like the villain swimming in his pool.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa just shows up. He's going on ham on these dudes, man.
Yeah, we get a cool tracking shot too while the guy's swimming in the pool. You see him beating up all these people. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I like that part.
So outside of like probably the action scene at the beginning, this is probably the best action sequence. Would you say?
Yeah, because we really didn't see a lot between Batista's like interaction with the adult store people. So besides the guy getting his nipples ripped off,
I assumed it didn't go much longer after that. I think he did that. And they just gave it up after that. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, Momoa shows up and he's getting tased, and like he's pretty much on his last limb. And the one guy just goes in there and just pretty much gets the sole of his boot, just knocks him out, type of deal.
Yeah, because RoboShop tells him, like RoboShop says, "I'm gonna call the police," and he plays it off. Still, I'm not a bad guy, and I didn't have my wife killed.
Yeah,
he plays it off again. So he gets arrested, and then he gets reprimanded by because there's also another character I kind of talked about a little bit, but. If you know the actor Bill Dotrieve or the character Bill Dotrieve from King of the Hill, the actor who does the voice for him, he's also in Office Space and some other stuff. He's in the movie, and he's like a Hawaiian detective that gives him a little bit of info on the brothers. But but they don't. He doesn't want them involved because they're causing too much. It's like the typical you're causing too much heat and a bunch of destruction. Yeah. So I think he gets reprimanded there. And Batista's in jail.
Momoa's in jail.
Momoa's in jail. But like, it seemed like it was for like an hour though. It wasn't.
Long. Not that long. He made bail, or he got.
Before we get to the fight with Batista,
Tamara Morrison shows up.
Tamara Morrison shows. He's the one who bails him out, and
he's like, I talked to. He's like, I talked to the villain. He's like, I talked to him. He's like, he's going to drop all the charges, blah blah blah. And he's like, just stay out of trouble. And he's like, all right, thanks.
It was actually a really good scene between the two. And obviously they've worked with each other before because Aquaman.
Well, a lot of people don't know that, but Jason Momoa actually advocated for Tamara Morris to be his dad in the Aquaman movies. So there's that. But yeah, you can tell that they have a good chemistry. I mean, they worked 2 movies together in Aquaman and probably Justice League too, I think, right?
I don't think he was in Justice League. No,
okay.
I don't think he shows up in Justice League.
I could be wrong.
At least two movies, though.
Yeah.
And then this is where his like Batista or James kind of like does a little dig at kind of Big Brothers, like you kind of fucked up and all that. And this is where we finally get the fight between the two.
Yep. They fight, Momoa just outside the police station. Grant you, well, go ahead, Trey.
Yeah, outside the police station for some reason, and there's like no cop. Everyone is see. They're slamming each other on the cop cars, so I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be allowed. But okay, so they're just beating each other up. Obviously, it's like a brotherly fight because Oh, I didn't mention this, but Johnny blames James for giving him away.
Yeah.
Or letting him go to jail, essentially.
Yeah, as
But
a child, he's like, yeah, I
as a
couldn't take care
child,
of you, blah blah, and he's like, so pretty much it's all the past, it's the past aggressions, whatever, coming to play in this like the fight scene. Like everything's boiling over now. Like from the past, it's all it's here now. So let's get it on. So Batista and him just have a freaking brawl in the
pretty
parking lot.
decent fight, I would say. Obviously, they
Yeah,
weren't clearly. It was like they were clearly a little bit trying to hurt each other, but it was just like I'm gonna beat some because I think from James' side he's just trying to beat some sense into Momoa and chill him out. I think is what it came
yeah,
off like. He's trying. I'm gonna beat you up a little bit to chill you out. You know?
yeah, and like Batista like did like a lot of selling in this movie. You can tell Batista did his own stunts because
Yeah,
obviously he's a professional wrestler in the WWE, so he's used to doing that kind of thing, right? So
yeah,
he looked, he looked really good here. Like like for wrestling fans like me and Trey are, he had his working shoes on for that fight.
yeah.
Like
He's
he was
sold,
selling his ass
bro.
off. Yeah.
And then yeah, they fight into. I'm assuming it's like mud.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was a pile of dirt. I think they were like someone had like a backhoe and they were trying to like maybe build a fountain or some shit like that, right?
Yeah,
So
so it's like mud. Yeah, they get
yeah,
covered in it. They
yeah.
eventually chill out after a while,
Well,
and I
well,
think
Batista got on top of Johnny and just start
yeah, he
hammering
was
him,
hammering him, and then I
and
think the
he was
last
about
one
to
he
go.
stopped.
Yeah, he was about to go for the kill, kind of like thing, right? Like he was trying to
Yeah,
like the elbow, and Momoa's eye in this movie I was like it's just totally fucked up.
yeah, he got fucked up. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did get fucked.
so they pretty much stopped. They pretty much apologized to each other and you know became
Um,
closer as brothers, I
oh,
guess you could say.
Batista or James acknowledged, oh, I fucked up because the real reason he said he did it, it was the only way to keep you alive because of the yakuza.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a scene we skipped. There's a scene earlier. This is when Momoa first arrives, where he
Are we
initially.
yeah, we talk. Are we talking about the one thing, Trey? Are we talking about the chase with the car?
No, actually, no. I think that's after this. Actually, I'm talking about the scene where we initially meets the yakuza people, and he
Well,
got drugged.
I'm talking about the Broncos scene. You know, what I'm talking about, and Batista's car gets blown up. That scene.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, that was earlier. So we
Yeah,
can
I
get
think
to
we
that,
totally
but
forgot. Yeah, we totally forgot about
we
that
can get to
scene.
that real quick. But the scene where he was drugged when he initially arrived by
Oh
the
yeah,
yakuza,
yeah,
and the
yeah,
guy says "brah." The amount of times they say "brah" in this movie, it's ridiculous.
yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, that's what they say in Hawaii. Apparently, I've never
yeah.
been to Hawaii,
So
but I've heard a lot of people say that.
we
So
got a we got a Bronco car chase scene. And my God, this is probably the worst scene in the movie outside of the one later, which we'll get to. But where they were using guns and it was a Desert Eagle. I'm not even like a gun person like that, but there was
yeah.
no recoil and you could clearly tell the sound. They just used stock gun sound, clearly.
Oh, you're talking about the okay. So you're talking about the pretty much the middle chase car
The metal
scene
chase scene,
van
yeah.
with the van. Okay. Well, before you want to finish that up, and I guess we can talk about the whole like Momoa kind of like reconciling with his girlfriend, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that chase scene, I don't really remember how it starts. I think it's they're
So
discovered and they
so
go ahead.
going back to that we were talking about real quick about like Batista and all that, like they beat the crap out of each other. They go back to Batista's house and like his wife is talking, you know, talking down to both of them, like you two are idiots, blah 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 blah, and just going off on him, like, you know, you're supposed to be brothers. Why would you do this? Blah blah blah. And then like his son shows up and he's like, "What's wrong with?" He's like, "What's wrong with you and Uncle?" And he's like, "Your mom beat the hell out of us." And like Batista like grabs her, like play fight with her and whatever. Like Momoa gets a call from the character's name. What's her name? The one who plays Deadpool. I don't know her name in real life or in the movie.
Raina Baccarin, but in the movie it's Valentina. I did look, it's
Valentina.
Valentina.
Okay. So there's that. He calls her up, or she calls him. He's like, "What's up?" Blah blah. And she's like, "Well, I came by your place, and they told me you had like 2 weeks of mail here left over, and you got a package." He's like, "What do you mean I got a package?" Like it's some guy named Doug. He's like,
Yeah, and
"It's my
that's the package that was
yeah
mentioned earlier,
yeah." They were
by the
talking
way.
about. So that happens, and then like he's talking to his girlfriend. He's like, she's like, "Where are you anyway?" He's like, "I'm in Hawaii." She's like, "How many times I've asked you to take me to Hawaii? You never did." He's like, "I'm not here like that." He's like, "My dad died." And she's like, "Well, how come I'm just finding out about it?" Because like it was like, "Well, because you left, so I couldn't tell you." So all that happens, and she's like, "Why are you gonna get the package?" Like, "You're going to get on the plane and bring it to me." And she's like, "No, I'm not getting on the plane." And all of a
Cut to
sudden, next shot,
yeah, it's that
they're picking her up
she's
at the
on the
airport.
yeah.
Yeah,
But going back to that car chase real quick, it was just so bad because the gunshots you would hear weren't
the
the
CGI
gunshots.
too is really bad
Oh,
too.
and the CGI was bad. And then
Yeah,
the bad guys, because there's a point they pin them in their car and they
yep,
start shooting. They're shooting like the hood, the
yeah,
back. They're not shooting the center. And the window, I think, was open too. I think.
yep.
It-
Well,
So
too,
they're
you
just
forgot. Like, there's also like this henchman jumps on the car in the van, jumps in there, holds on to the driver's side. And like somehow he's able to hold on through this entire chase. Like it's so unrealistic. It's like John Wick 2 when he's like shooting that guy
and
in the
when
subway.
he like ragdolls, it looks like a video game. Like
Yeah,
it looks really bad.
like it's
Because
really bad. The CGI in this movie is not good.
and
Like
then
Trey said,
I
like
guess we can get to the second car chase, which that's this one, where him and Valentina, James, Johnny, and I think the fat kid, right?
yeah, Pica, whatever his name is. Yeah,
Micah, yeah, are in the car and they're getting chased by the bad guys. Or
yeah,
no, they're on motorcycles, I think.
yeah.
And
They're on motorcycles. They're on crotch rockets, and they're driving a Ford van or something like that. Whatever the car
yeah,
was, I don't really don't know. I know it was Ford, but I don't know what type. But go ahead, Trey.
yeah, and they're chasing them, and they manage to take most of them out within. This is where we get the guns and the continuity error because initially Johnny has the Desert Eagle and
Yeah,
Batista has the other gun, but
yep,
then there's a scene where they cut to Batista has the Desert Eagle.
yep.
Mo has what happened? Like what?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
And and
did
then
they
yeah,
throw
this
each
is
other?
the
Did they throw each
go
other
ahead.
the guns? Like, hey, I can't use this. Give me the other one, and like type of deal. But we don't know because we didn't see it. So unless they
We
cut
didn't
like they
see
cut the
it,
entire scene
and then
out.
like Tyler mentioned, the scene where the guy's on the fuck, he's somehow able to hold on the hood, even
Yeah.
though he should have probably fallen off. But then he somehow gets
Oh
onto
yeah.
the side, and he
Yep.
was holding that shit. And he's
Yep.
also, mind you, getting rammed into like the side of the poles that he would see on the road.
Yeah. He's like it's like divider, like at the highway, ladies and gentlemen. It's
Yeah,
like
the
the highway
divider.
divider.
And
Yeah.
if
And
a
like
car is grinding you on that, you're
concrete
fucking dead.
wall, and like she's just like grinding his like face. He's got a helmet on, but like she's just grinding it, driving. Like it's just like there's no way you could be able to hold on like this, right? So that went down. Um, I'm trying to think how the helicopter got involved and how they went down because I honestly can't remember how they did it. Did Batista or Johnny did they shoot the gunner and the gunner shot the pilot? Is that how it went down? I think I'm not sure. I think
Yeah,
Trey
that's
died.
yeah,
Okay, there we go.
they shot like the gunner or something like that, and it caused
Yeah,
them
and
to
then the gunner
spiral.
like got shot, like he lost his balance and then shot the pilot, and like, now the helicopter's going all crazy. Blah 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 blah. All of a sudden, the helicopter falls on the freaking highway and like causes like a 15 car pile up, and like they look behind like, oh shit, did we really just do that? And I thought it was kind of funny a little bit is when they looked back and they put their seatbelts on, like nothing happened and just drove off to the nearest restaurant, the Chicken Shack. Just like what the oh man. But yeah, so I think I think they get another thumb drive from Doug, right? And they're pretty much like trying to decode the stuff. Pika couldn't do it. So Johnny's girlfriend, I think works at the bank. So I guess she's used to like decoding stuff like that. She puts it in the thumb drive in. Came to find out Tamara Morris's character is dirty.
Yeah, we
He
find out he's
yeah,
dirty. Yeah,
yeah,
he's working with Robichaud.
yeah. He's working with him. He's giving him permits he shouldn't be getting. He's getting a take off, obviously he's getting a take of the casinos. Batista and Johnny can't believe what they just read, blah, blah, blah. So they're trying to regroup and they go back to Batista's house. They're all just trying to recoup. Then Batista starts to like look around the house and it's kind of trashed.
Yeah, it's like
And
trashed around a little bit.
yeah, they're like, "Well, what's wrong?" All of a sudden, he got like a weird feeling. Like he calls for his wife, she's not there. He's looking for his kids. He goes to the bathroom, and the oldest son is consulting the daughter, the sister, and like they're all freaking out. Like the kid's like, "I couldn't protect her, I couldn't save her," blah blah. And you see Johnny, I guess, kind of got like a callback to his childhood with his mom passing away. That's the way I
Yeah.
took it, type of like PTSD type of deal. And so that happens, and like Batista's like, "It's on now, it's war." So they go to like his garage, and Batista's got like a weird, a door that's got all kinds of firearms and
Yeah,
weapons.
all the weapons you
Yeah,
need.
grenades, missile launchers, or whatever you can think. Like this is like a garage that John Rambo would be proud to have, right? So they do that, and like they go back to the villain's house, and they're trying to rescue um
Yeah.
the mom, Batista's
And they
wife.
lead
And,
yeah,
and
they
they
lead
also kidnap
Valentina
their
back.
cousin too. Yeah, they
Yeah, they
also
kidnap their
kidnap
cousin.
their cousin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that happens, and Batista and Johnny go pretty much ham. Trey, do you remember anything else from this scene? Because I'm trying to wreck my brain. I
Oh,
really
there
do.
was they were basically just silently taking people out, and I think somehow Batista or one of them was able to get like a rock thrown through a car, which causes like it to alarm to go off, and then the bad guys get all distracted, and then I think Momoa comes in and kills them all. And then there's a Batista shoots a guy at the window, but the window's bulletproof. But for some reason, the retard doesn't like call an alarm or run to get help. No, he comes out and then gets killed. It was so weird. It was a weird setup for this scene.
Yeah, it was.
But then yeah, they get in. Um and basically, yeah, this is the final act really, because
Yeah, they pretty
um
much go ham. Batista. So obviously they rescue the wife and the cousin. They rescue her or them, and like
yeah,
let's get out of here, blah blah. And the wife's like, "No, you need to go finish this. We'll be fine. Go finish this and get this over with." And Johnny tells him, "He's like, I'm going after him." So all of a sudden he goes after him. Batista's like, he makes sure that his wife and his cousin are safe. Batista goes and tries to go meet up with Johnny. All of a sudden the little Wakuza, whatever Trey said it was. I
the
call him
gay twink Yakuza. Yeah.
Yakuza. I called them kamikazes. I didn't know what the fuck they were. I half heard what Trey and all them were calling them. But anyways, that went down, and Batista and then the little Chinese dude, Japanese, whatever it was, they start having a fight, and Batista's starting to get his ass kicked. All of a sudden, Batista grabs a sword, like an ancient samurai sword, and he just says "fuck this" and stabs that dude through the stomach, then turns the blade upward,
Yeah.
and goes towards the guy's skull, type of deal. So
Yes, somehow.
like if he didn't get stabbed in the gut, Batista made sure that he got a nice big gash on top of his dome.
While this is going on, Johnny confronts Roboshop. We get that fight, and that fight wasn't good. I'm gonna be honest. You could tell at times it was clearly stuck, guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But Roboshop has him down. Calls him a dumb like oaf, basically.
Pretty much a bastard. He's like, yeah, you're just a
Yeah.
stupid, dumb bastard. Blah blah blah.
And
And
then
you
we
got
find,
yeah,
and then James shows up. Is it like witnessing this?
yeah. And then all of a
We
sudden, Johnny pulls out the World War II grenade.
yes,
He's like, I might be a bastard. He said, but I'm not like this or whatever. All of a sudden, there's a big flammable like thing of gasoline. He throws the stupid grenade and blows himself up and shoots himself into the water, type of gimmick. And so obviously the villain is presumed to be dead. Johnny's on there unconscious in the water. Batista sees all this go down, and we go back to the scene we were talking about before in the beginning, where Batista teaching Tai Chi under the water to the Navy SEALs. So now
yeah,
that scene comes into play. He rescues Johnny. He's like, "I got you, little brother," that kind of thing. So that they killed the villain. They got revenge for their dad and stuff like that. The next scene we go back to them seeing we see Tamara Morris coming out of the city hall building, and he's getting arrested. And like
Yeah.
Batista and all of them were there watching it all go down. And Tamara Morris is like, "You can't do this to me. I'm a senator. I rule
Yeah,
when I
and
speak, like a bantha."
like a bantha.
That didn't happen. But if you've seen Book of Boba Fett, you know what we're talking about. They did him so dirty in that show. But he's pretty much like, "I did this for the family." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I
And
did
he's
this
like,
over the film, and they all
yeah, he's
like
like,
turned their back on him, basically.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
like Johnny and James, and I can't remember the other cousins, the woman's name. What family? Don't turn your back on me now. And like, get him out of here, blah blah. And they put him in the back of the cop car. And then we go like to the last scene, pretty much some of the last scenes of the show or the movie. We see all of them hanging out, like doing like a family cookout at the beach. Uh,
yeah,
having a good time, blah blah. Batista's grilling burgers and stuff like that. And like we see Johnny kind of like in the palm tree area, has a picture of his mom and like puts the picture on top of like the coconut tree or whatever it was, I presume. And like, it's like, "Hi mom, blah blah." It's like, "Now you can lay the rest," or whatever. Which is weird. He didn't acknowledge the dad in that scene, which is all about the mom. It's kind of like,
yeah,
okay, that's fine, but like your dad died. So I mean your mom's been dead for quite a while, so it's kind of like weird to immortalize her here. You know what I mean? Type of deal.
yeah,
But then the one guy, the one that gave him the brand and drugged him, shows up. And he's like, "You can stay." I think he said you can pretty much stay on the island, right, Trey?
yeah. You can basically stay. Yeah, you can stay as long as you want, essentially. Yeah,
Yeah. He's like, "All right, cool, blah blah." He's like, "I'll see you fat fucks around," or whatever he said. And then we have another moment between him and Batista. Batista's grilling burgers. They're having like a brotherly type of deal. Then in the background, we hear Phil Collins' "Take Me Home" play up in the beginning part of the song. So me and
yeah,
Trey kind of marked out about that because we're both Phil Collins
yeah.
fans.
Love Phil Collins. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That happened. And then like Batista's like, "Yeah, these burgers are done." He's like, "Yeah." He said, "I think they are too, but let's go grab a beer." And they just leave the burgers on, and these burgers get fucking burnt to a crisp. I would not eat the shit out of this food,
bruh,
man.
they are
Yeah,
burning. Like what the
I'm
fuck?
like, "These are done, dude. Like, take them off the grill now. Like, why are you leaving them on there for like to get like charcoal black? Like, what the fuck are we doing?"
Yeah,
So there was that. And then we have Phil Collins, like I said, like they're hanging out with the family. Jason Momoa's back with his girlfriend. They're making out, blah blah. And just like you hear Phil Collins, "Take Me Home" in the background, and I don't remember, "Take Me Home," and pretty much fade to black in the
yeah.
end of the movie.
Hmm.
Um, I will honestly, I like this movie. Before we go or give our review, I like this movie. I didn't hate it. I didn't think it was great, but it's definitely one of these movies like they're so stupid you can turn your brain off and just kind of like sort of just watch it for the entertainment value. You know what I mean?
Yes, purely entertainment value. 'Cause, yeah, objectively, it's probably not good, but I
Yeah,
had fun.
it's not like it's not like watching like a Equalizer movie or like a John Wick or anything like that. Like if you're looking for that kind of like continuity and stuff like that, you're not gonna get it here. But like just a dumb fun movie, I recommend watching this movie. If you got Amazon Prime, go watch it. I recommend it.
Yeah. What did you?
Trey,
What do
what do
you?
you give the rating of the movie?
Um, I would. I think fuckable. I would say.
Is that
I'm
one?
trying to think of it. 'Cause I don't remember what the mid one was like,
I think it was just bid. I don't think it was fuckable. I don't know.
but we're gonna add that. Fuck it, we're adding that. But yeah, it's good. It's good. I think it's dumb fun. It's not objectively great, but I had fun with it. Yeah,
Yeah,
there was a little bit of too many dick jokes, and I wish the choreography was a lot like the start of the movie.
yeah. I don't know what happened.
And then
Honestly,
there is some really dumb sequences, like the sequence where the guy crashes and it causes like an entire crash where
yeah,
most people are just crashing. Like that was ridiculous.
I
But
agree.
overall, I enjoyed it. I definitely watch this again. I can watch this in the background, like Tyler said. If you have Amazon Prime, it's only an hour and like a half or something like that. So I'd say watch it.
Yeah, like I said, it's not like
Batista and Momoa have great chemistry too, I would say.
yeah, and it's not like one of these movies. Like I don't want to go like here, like say like majority of all movies are quote unquote, the woke, right? It's
Yeah.
something like that. It's pretty much it's got a lot of masculine stuff. You know what I mean? Like for guys, like it's not like a
Yeah.
cheesy like, oh, this guy's such a beta. Like, no, these guys are two, pretty like masculine dudes. They got problems, but there's no identity politics in this movie or anything like that. So that was refreshing to watch. Like I said, it was just a dumb, fun movie to watch. So I recommend watching it if you got Amazon Plus, Amazon Prime, excuse me. Everything's a damn plus on streaming. I swear to God.
Yeah, it is.
Disney Plus. What else is there? Another plus. ESPN Plus. It's like
ESPN Plus. Yeah.
Side scrollers plus. Anyway. But yeah, so like I said, go watch the movie if you guys are looking for just a dumb, fun popcorn movie. Honestly, just go watch it. I think you guys would enjoy it. Going forward, me and Trey will be taking 2 to 3 weeks off this channel. Long story short, me and Trey will be running this channel for a while. Our friend Cowman's got kind of busy with work and real life stuff, so we're going to take over. And we are going to come up with a calendar what movies that we're going to do for the remainder of 2026.
I think tentatively we said our next movie review is probably going to be Pirates.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean, whatever you like pronounce it. So that'll be our first movie to come back to review. Like I said, we're gonna do a whole calendar. Just program alert. Like I said, we're gonna be gone 2 to 3 weeks to get everything set up. Plus, we're going underneath a new rebranding of the channel, so we're gonna be changing the name. So stay tuned on that. And I think we still are gonna be doing the Super Bowl commercials, like reactions thing to that. If they do Spider-Man and Doomsday and a few other movies, definitely we'll probably react to the Michael Jackson trailer, I think.
Yeah.
But if they do more like I said, Doomsday or Spider-Man, we will definitely be doing reactions to those trailers. And hopefully the trailers will be good because Super Bowl is next Sunday. So yeah, but besides that, I think that's all we've got for this week. Trey, do you got anything to promote before we get out of here?
Pin Down. Well, we may be live tomorrow for Raw. Do not know yet.
Yeah, not sure. Stay tuned on that if you follow Pin Down Podcast at Pin Down Podcast on here on the YouTube. We should be in the description box. If not, let me drop a link to the chat. Trey, do you got any like movies or like videos coming out for your channel by chance?
Oh, yes. I'm gonna be reviewing The Rip. I've been meaning to. It's just I'm taking a little bit to get around to, but I should be reviewing that either today or tomorrow.
Nice. I need to watch the movie myself.
And who knows? Maybe we'll review it on this channel at some point. So
yeah, let me. I'm trying to drop the link right now. It's not working. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's why. Oh shit. Okay. Well, I can't. Sadly I can't drop the link. I don't think.
It's all good. It's all good. We can pick that later.
Hang on. You know what? I think I can. Hold on. I think I can drop the link to Pin Down. Give me 1 second. Yeah, here we go. I forgot. I'm a mod on this channel, so forgive me on that one. Yeah, so there's the link right there for the Pin Down Podcast. Me and Trey go live pretty much throughout the week, unless something happens. Like I said, we'll probably be doing Raw tomorrow night on the channel. Then we'll probably do, sadly, JCW. Some people asked us to review that, so that's not going to be too fun for us. But yeah,
yeah.
But before we get out here, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And we will be back again 2 to 3 weeks. So stay tuned for the community posts and all that good shit. So if you like this video and like the content you saw, please share it out with somebody. And yeah, until then, we will catch you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.